little chilly this morning. It was actually near record cold for this time of year, if you can believe it. At 6 a.m., 49 degrees. The record low temperature for this date, 48 degrees, set back in 1910. So, one of the colder mornings in a while, at least since June 1st. And that tells you that there are some changes afoot. In the next few weeks, you'll definitely notice not only will the daylight be changing, but of course, we'll see those temperatures change a little bit too. Look at this sunrise, by the way. Yes, it was a cool morning, but we had lots of sunshine in the morning and the early afternoon, and then some clouds moved into the area. Now, I had a really good question from a viewer who asked, why do the clouds have flat bases? They're very flat on the bottom, and then they begin to kind of rise from there. That's a really good question. Warm air rises. So you have the warm air rising from the surface, and then it reaches what's called the saturation temperature. And that is where the clouds begin to build. And so once the saturation temperature is achieved, or 100% humidity is achieved, condensation begins. It's been pretty uniform, though, thanks to today's pretty stable atmosphere. So the condensation began, clouds kind of billowed up from the base, and that's why we've had a lot of those flat bases. Now, on some of the more unstable, humid, muggier days, that's when you start to see different cloud shapes and sizes because there's just so much going on in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. Current temperature is 75 degrees in Fort Wayne, 72 in Cleveland, 76 degrees in Columbus, temperatures in the mid-70s to Evansville, too. So it doesn't really matter where you go across the Midwest. It's about the same. You're going to get very similar weather. It's a little cooler near the lake, though, as to be expected. So if you do kind of want more of that cooler breeze, head to Lake Michigan, Lake Ontario. That's where you'll find it. 75, 49, that's what we did today. This is an average temperature on like September 20th, not necessarily August 5th. Average 83 and 62. The record is 102, set back in 1918. The record low, as we talked about, is 48, set back in 1910. Of course, no rainfall today. And tonight's low temperatures won't be quite as cold as last night's. We're talking low 50s versus upper 40s. So it'll be close, but not quite as cool. Temperatures tomorrow afternoon and evening will be into the mid to upper 70s, possibly getting close to 80 in spots like in Fort Wayne, Paulding, or Defiance. Otherwise, into the mid 70s to the southwest and to the northwest, closer to Lake Michigan. And then Friday morning, temperatures turn off into the mid 50s and end right around 80 degrees in Fort Wayne and Paulding. Again, a little bit cooler to the northwest and southwest with temperatures mostly into the upper 70s. Now, the precipitation forecast won't be too exciting here over the next couple of days. This may be good news for some, but it'll be partly sunny once again tomorrow. So we'll start off with that clear blue sun and clear blue sky, and then we'll eventually see some of those clouds build up, much like what we saw today. Then heading into Friday, fewer clouds. I think it's actually going to be a mostly sunny day, maybe a few mid and high level clouds building in by Friday afternoon, but overall a pretty nice day. Now, for the next 7 days, as we look forward here beyond Friday, there is the chance for rain to start moving back into the forecast, mainly mid to late day Sunday through a good part of next week, but it will be pretty scattered in nature. It appears at this time, and we know how this can change, that the least amount of rainfall will likely be to the east of Fort Wayne into northwest Ohio, which isn't good news because that's where most of the moderate drought is. But west of Fort Wayne, we're looking about a half an inch to an inch of rainfall here over the next week. In some of those stronger thunderstorms or heavier showers, of course, you could see some isolated higher amounts than that. A PM shower again possible Sunday, but watch those temperatures warm into the low to mid 80s by the end of the weekend. And then by the middle of next week, we'll see temperatures into the mid to upper 80s. Low temperatures will be near 70 with an isolated shower or thunderstorm.
All right, Matt, looks good. Thank you very much. Next.